Hi.
Hello, Walter. Good evening.
Hello,
How
how
are
are
you?
you? I'm fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. So you didn't work today, right?
No, I don't. I didn't work.
Okay, okay. So you were resting?
No, I was uh, doing a maintenance to my
Your car?
motorcycle.
Ah,
Mo-
motorcycle.
yes.
Okay, okay. What kind of motorcycle do you have?
Excuse me.
What kind of motorcycle do you have?
It's a Chinese motorcycle. It's a Serna Scramble.
Oh, I didn't know that brand.
Yes, it's Chinese. It's like another Chinese.
Okay. Hmm. I didn't know. I'll check the brand and see what's up. Okay.
Of course.
We have a brand here in Mexico. The name is Italica.
Yes, I heard that. But here's we don't have this brand.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Italica, those are the ones that we have here. Okay, no problem.
Yes.
So you ready for today? Some grammar, right?
Yes. Yes.
We need to review some
Number
grammar. Give me just a second. Okay, so let me open up the information. Give me just a second. Okay, remember that we discussed we were going to review all of the tenses that we have practiced so far, right? And let me show you my screen. Let me know when you see my screen.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so verb tense review. We have different examples here. Present perfect. Uh, present perfect continuous. I've been teaching. Simple present. I am. Teach. Simple past. Became. Present continuous. I'm using. Future. Are going to review with. I'm are going to review or will study. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to practice each one and see if we have any questions. Okay. So the first one, are you ready? Present continuous. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
We use the present continuous be plus verb plus ing to talk about something that's happening right now or these days. I'm working on an idea for a commercial right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
No? Pretty clear,
No.
right? Let's go
Yes.
to number 2.
We use the simple present to talk about something that happens every day or all the time. Talia works at Newsline.
Okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Yes.
Good. Simple present, nice and easy. And 3.
We also use the simple present with non-action verbs like know, believe, want, and like, even when we're talking about something that's happening right now. I want to hear more about this commercial.
Any questions? No?
It's okay, but I was being sure that I was waiting for to hear if it was good.
In this case, I mean, remember, want is a non-action verb.
Of course. Yes, yes. It's
But
with I.
remember the rule. Sometimes we use the non-action verbs in the continuous forms, but they are very, very particular.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So let's go for number 4.
We can also use the simple present when we tell a story, even if the story is about the past. The simple present makes the story more dramatic.
She meets me in the lobby, we shake hands, and she takes me out to lunch.
Okay.
Any questions? Simple present.
No, it's okay.
All right, let's move on to 5.
We usually use the simple past to talk about something that happened in the past and is finished.
I told you about that before.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Simple past. Let's talk about time expressions too.
We often use the simple past time expressions that refer to a specific time in the past. For example, last year, in 1999, 10 years ago.
Nick met Jackie several months ago.
Okay.
Good. 7, okay.
We use the present perfect, have, plus the past participle, to talk about something that happened at some time in the past, but not at a specific time. One of Nick's teammates has framed him. We also use the present perfect with for or since to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. We use the present perfect with for and a length of time to show how long the situation has been going on. Nick has been here for 2 hours. We use the present perfect with since and a point of time to show when the situation started.
Nick has been here since 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope.
No? Eight.
We often use the present perfect with words like already, yet, just, recently, and lately.
I've already told you.
Okay.
And this can go in between the present
I
perfect.
already, excuse me?
This can go in between the verb have and also the past participle of the verb. They go in the middle. But they
Okay.
can go also at the end. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. 9.
We can also use the present perfect continuous, have plus been plus verb plus ing, to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. I've been thinking about this all day.
Okay.
Yes.
Ten.
As with the present perfect, we often use the present perfect continuous with for and since.
Talia has been working on this story for a few days.
She has been working on the story since last Monday.
Remember, we usually don't use continuous forms with non-action verbs.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
No? All right, let's go into the next one.
We can use be going to or will to talk about the future. I'll call you tomorrow. Talia is going to call her mother tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, any questions here?
Yes. Only with the be going to or will. I don't remember when we have to use will and when we're going to. I remember one was for non-certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember who is that. Which what?
Okay. Well, there are some exceptions. Remember that even though you're talking about the future, will has to do with the capability of doing something. And going to gives you that probability.
Okay.
So in few words, will is more precise. And be
Okay.
going to, it still gives you that probability.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do some work.
I learned that algebras when I was a child.
Okay.
Yes. So I sometimes I am confused about that.
Okay. I understand.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Okay. So verb tense review. And I'm giving you the answers. So now you don't. Complete each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Has been working. The first one. She's a researcher, but she wants to be.
Mhm.
Talia is close to her mother. She to her every day. She speaks. No.
Speaks.
I don't know if it's speaks or is speaking. It speaks. It's okay.
Mhm.
Nick Crawford was born in England, but he to the United States 10 years ago. He's been which are the options? Can you hear me? Okay. But he has moved. No, he moved. Is he moved? Nick is a star soccer player. He on the national team since he finished up. He has been. He has been.
Uh-huh.
Talia on story about Nick Crawford. He's working. A woman named Jack Bishop. Sorry, has framed.
Framed.
Yeah, framed. Talia to her boss in an hours. She wants to tell him about the tape. Talia. It's going to speak.
Okay. Are you ready?
Just a question. At the seventh sentence,
Mhm.
not better. It isn't better if I say a woman named Jack Bishop framed Nick, but there is no that option.
Well, remember, in these kind of exercises, you have to choose one that is correct.
Yes, of
But
course.
that doesn't mean there could be more correct. In this case, you don't have that option. Only one is correct.
Okay.
If
So
you had the simple past and the present perfect, then you have to be careful on what is in the clause. What's happening in the clause? Is it something that happened in the past and is done? Or is something that happened in the past and is affecting you still?
okay, has framed.
Exactly.
Framed.
So
Yes.
yes, you remember your rules that you have to be careful with this ones. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Let's take some pictures, right?
Yes, please. It's done.
Okay, let's try another exercise. Now, this one is a little bit more challenging, okay? I strongly suggest you get something to write with. So that you can take notes. Look. Okay. So complete the paragraph, type the correct form of the verb in parentheses into the blanks. So you have two paragraphs, 1 and 2. Everything that we just discussed, you have to implement it here. Now, I'll give you 5 minutes to complete this exercise, take notes, and then we'll review, okay?
Okay.
Or if you finish before 5 minutes, let me know and we'll review,
Okay.
okay? How you doing, sir?
I almost finished.
Okay, good.
No. Okay. Hello, I finished.
Okay, so let's check the answers.
Nose.
Mhm.
Microphone has having.
Has,
Having.
having,
Yes. Take.
okay. Are you talking about the present perfect continuous?
Yes.
You're missing something. The verb be has been.
Has been having. Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Having be
What
from.
else?
People say that Crawford take it.
Take,
Take it. Simple past.
take. Okay.
Take it.
Well, it's took.
Took. Okay.
Mhm.
Took. He sat out.
Sat out.
As a result, team lost. Is trying.
Okay.
Will not allow.
Will not allow.
Yes. Crawford moved.
Mhm.
He has plane. Where I am. Has new. I'm not sure about that.
Has known.
No. No. Okay.
No.
He always gives
Yes.
your player thrust.
Mhm.
Nick will clear up. Hopes. Is going to lose.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Okay, we passed. But let's see. Well, this was my mistake because I was nose, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's not an accident.
Mhm. Well, let me see. You said nose and will not allow, which also I wrote incorrect. Oops, like this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And here, what other answer?
Clear up.
Clear up.
Will clear up.
Mhm.
Helps.
Well, the fans is in plural.
Okay.
Are in the
Yeah.
present continuous?
It's only in the present. It's are hopping.
Hoping. Porque hopping es brincar.
Hoping. Okay.
Hoping, okay. Let's see. All right, better.
Yes.
Simple present. So
But
it's just hope.
those are like I take. I did.
I'm sorry?
No. The first one is like I did. I just. It's the same I did. The second one, okay, it was the same.
This one. Oh
Well,
yes,
not a lot.
these were typos, my typos. I forgot the
Okay.
net and I forgot to know. But this one's
Will clear up is the same. I did that.
I'm sure that Nick clear
Will
up.
clear. Yes, in my notes are the same.
Okay. So what happened? Why did we
I
get
don't know. I don't know. Maybe
and
it's a mistake. And the
this one
fun
hope.
hopes is hopes. I think it's
Oh, okay,
hopes.
just one S, right? Because it's
Yeah.
in plural. Okay. Now I want to show you something.
Okay, it's hope.
We had different options. And this one.
Had.
Mhm.
Okay. Had. It's okay. Well, not what's going to go on. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. Has been playing. Has been playing.
Okay. And there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so let's jump into the next exercise. So we didn't do bad, we did good, okay, in this section.
Okay.
But it's very easy to get confused.
Yes, of course.
Mhm. Okay, so now let's see. Negative, yes, no questions, and tag questions. Do you know what tag questions are?
Are questions como que confirman lo que ya decías.
Uh-huh. To confirm, right?
To confirm. Okay.
So let's see. Negative, yes, no questions. Isn't learning grammar fun? Wouldn't you like to learn more about them? Okay. So let me zoom in. And tag questions. You enjoy grammar, don't you? ¿Te gusta la gramática? ¿Que no? So there's rules about this. It's actually very easy. Number one, are you ready?
Yes.
We use negative yes/no questions to check information. We expect the answer to be yes. Aren't you Nick Crawford, the soccer star?
Yes.
Any questions here?
No. The yes no questions are to confirm too. Right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes. Pretty much, you know the answer, but you just want that final confirmation.
Okay.
And this person just answered as yes. Number two.
To form a negative yes/no question, we add not to the verb be or the auxiliary verb, a form of do or have, or a modal such as can or should. We almost always use the contraction, short form. Aren't you Nick Crawford?
Aren't you?
Aren't you Nick Crawford, the soccer star? Now this one, before I continue a little bit more, I'm using the verb to be here. Doesn't it make sense to use the verb to be here too? Or you don't need it?
You don't need it because I think
Too redundant, right?
yes.
Okay, good. But sometimes we do repeat verbs. I'll show you. But let's go number two.
Aren't you Nick Crawford?
Oops.
To form a negative yes/no question, we add not to the verb be or the auxiliary verb, a form of do or have, or a modal such as can or should. We almost always use the contraction, short form. Aren't you, Nick Crawford?
Okay. Any questions on this one? Nope.
No.
3.
We also use tag questions to check information.
I told you about the commercial, didn't I?
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm using the verb to tell, but I'm not using it here. Instead, I'm using do in negative, right? Let's talk about number 4.
A tag question is made of a statement and a tag. You went to a restaurant, didn't you? You went to a restaurant is the statement, and didn't you is the tag.
Okay.
Okay.
We can use the tag questions with all the times, really?
Yes, that's correct. 5.
Notice that the subject of the tag is the same as the subject of the statement.
You were in my class, weren't you?
We only use pronouns in the tag.
Kicks are cool, aren't they?
Okay.
Okay.
When the statement is affirmative, the tag is negative.
You were in my class, weren't you?
You were in my class is affirmative. The tag, weren't you, is negative. Notice that the tag for I am is aren't I. I'm right, aren't I?
This is very interesting because you're starting with I am, and then you're using aren't I. Very contradicting, right?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't follow the logic that we have practiced so far.
I think there is a contraction for I'm not. There is not a contraction for that. I think it's for that. So am not I is not a short question. I think it's for that.
I'm not I. Okay. Maybe that's the reason why. And it makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Oops. 7.
When the statement is negative, the tag is affirmative.
You weren't in my class, were you?
You weren't in my class is negative. The tag, were you, is affirmative.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. 8.
The tag always has a form of the verb be or an auxiliary, a form of do or have or a modal such as can or should. If the statement has the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we use the same verb in the tag.
You're a big soccer fan, aren't you?
You don't trust me, do you?
We can meet again, can't we? If the statement does not have a form of the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we must use a form of do in the tag.
I know you, don't I?
Remember that the form of do in the tag must be in the same tense as the verb in the statement.
We studied together for the final, didn't we?
Any questions here? Walter?
Yes, no more. I'm reading
This is what I
again.
was telling you. You had the verb be, do, can. It's a modal at the end.
Only with yes, but I remember should can be in the can't be in a question. So who was
Mhm.
should? I'm not sure, but I remember you can't use should like a question. You have to use always can for the question. So if we should meet again, maybe the tag question will be shouldn't we or can be.
Whenever you have a modal, you have that option to keep it as a modal.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now, check it out. I have the verb know and I use do. In the
Yes.
case of we've studied together for the final, we're using do, but in the
Because
past
yes.
and negative, right?
Yeah.
Past, present, present. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. There are rules that we need to follow so that we don't get confused.
Yes. I just have that confusion with should. The rule says you can't use should in a question. When we studied should, can, could.
Well, check. Well, the tag always has a form of the verb, be or an auxiliary, a form of do or have, or a modal, such as can and should. So we should meet again, shouldn't we? Okay, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Let's practice. The only way to know this is practicing, okay? Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So match the first part of the sentence with the second part. Drag and drop the answer into the correct blank. Okay, so number one.
You've met, haven't you? No. No. No, it's okay. Haven't you? The first one is haven't you? He is a player in the national team. Isn't he? Isn't he? Those games last years. Oh, didn't they lose? Is he? Is she? Is she? Yep. Are nearing last week. Wasn't she? Wasn't she? 6 is won't she? Is he for the 7?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Let's jump into the next grammar section. So now we have a combination here. We have a verb plus an object plus an infinitive. Or we can just have the verb plus an infinitive. It depends. If we only have a verb plus an infinitive, want to talk, need to know. If we have a verb plus the object plus the infinitive, okay, like you to learn. But what's the difference? Let's talk about this. Are you ready? Number 1.
Some verbs are followed directly by an infinitive, to plus the base form.
Nick agreed to do a commercial.
Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Some verbs must be followed by an object, a noun or pronoun, before the infinitive.
She convinced me to make a commercial.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Yes.
Mhm. Let's go for number 3.
Some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive or by an object and an infinitive.
I want to appear in a commercial.
I want you to appear in a commercial.
Okay. But those statements aren't the same, really?
Some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive or by an object. I want to
Yes.
appear in a commercial. I want you to appear. they're very different because
Yeah.
in the second one, Jackie is telling another person to do something.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's do some work.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We go to the presentation again, please.
Yeah, sure. Which part?
For the point 1 and 2.
Oh, there.
There is a list with which verbs can be with to or can be without, but with an auxiliary or excuse me, with an subject.
No. And that's what we're gonna do in the next exercise.
Okay.
Because depending on the infinitive, on the information that follows, you will know what's happening. It's not about the infinitive only. It's about what is in the information.
Okay. So, in the example, the first one can be with an subject, depend of the sentence.
Right.
It's not
right.
for the verb. Okay. Okay.
So let's do some work. Okay, so verb plus object plus infinitive. Okay,
Okay.
so rearrange the words in the box to form a sentence. Type it into the blank. So the first one, I want to tell you. I want you to tell me the whole story.
Want you to tell me the whole story.
What about the rest?
Okay, what should it begin at the beginning? Begin at the beginning. Lunch with her. Jackie invited to me to lunch, to have lunch. Yes, to have lunch. Her. She asked, what does endorse mean?
Endorsar. Remember, Nick was trying to endorse shoes, a brand of shoes.
Okay, yes. Okay. She asked me to endorse a new pair of athletic shoes. How much money did she offer you? She promised to pay. She promised to pay. Yes, she promised to pay. promised.
To pay 100,000.
And she said something about commercial, right? I agreed to do commercial. More about this commercial. I like to tell you, I like to tell, I'd like me to tell you.
Like that?
No, I'd like you to tell me.
Yes, much better.
It's for the answer.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, another typo here.
Which one? To endorse. Yes.
Okay. And this one, okay.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay. And well, that's all from this module. And so are you ready for another class, or you want to take it in the morning? Let me know.
No, it's okay. I can take
Okay.
the other one.
So we need to close this class, this session, and open another one, okay?
Okay.
But before we go, can you help me with the daily survey?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay.
And let me close the meeting and open another one, and we start, okay?
Okay. Have I to close the Zoom too, or it's
No,
not
no, no.
necessary?
Just stay here. I'll just
Okay.
close it and come back, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I have a question. When you say me mayo, what does mean?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
You told me we finished the mayo.
Uh-huh.
What does mayo mean?
Módulo.
Módulo. Okay.
Yes, Maljo.
How could you please
¿Cómo se escribe?
yes.
Módule.
Módulo.
Módule, así como se escucha.
Okay, it reads mayo. It's not model.
No, eso es modelo.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Awesome. So I'm going to close the session and I'll be right back.